Hi everyone, my name is Preeti,
And I'm China.
and this is And Just Like That, this
And this.
is a podcast talking about everything that is And Just Like That, the new series, continuing series from the Sex and the City franchise.
Mhm.
So they aired season 3, episode 1 just aired, and it was called Outlook Good. And I'm gonna just break down the first episode, and we will discuss and give our opinions, observations uh, about the new episode and the new season.
Okay.
All right, so we see Carrie Bradshaw. She is in a long distance relationship with Aiden, who is living in Virginia to care for his son. The couple agree on a 5-year separation with no communication, but their attempt is kind of cut short with a spicy phone call, which we will talk about later. And basically, Carrie's story in this one episode is her dealing with this long distance relationship, also while having some issues with her apartment, which I don't know what's going on with that. She always seems to have a lot of issues with her apartments. Going on to Miranda. Miranda is single. She's no longer with Che, and now she's starting to date other people. And she runs into the character of Mary, who is played by Rosie O'Donnell, and she is a lesbian nun who basically loses her virginity to Miranda, and Miranda kind of helps um, Mary through the episode of, accepting her lesbianism, I guess.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much what's going on with Miranda. Charlotte, on the other hand, has, I think, by far the least interesting story in the first episode, where she is dealing with her dog who is acting out and maybe has hurt another dog in the park, and she finds out that that was not the case, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's like why?
Nothing interesting. Seema, we see Seema Patel. She ends her relationship with Ravi. Nothing really good there. Elisa Todd Wexley. She is a filmmaker. She's a documentarian, and she's working on a PBS documentary, 8-part series. And her producers want her to cut it, or not cut it. I'm sorry. They want her to include Michelle Obama as one of the unsung heroes.
Right.
She rose, and she's upset about that. Basically, that's literally all that happens in Seema and Lisa Todd Wexley's characters. And of course, the other two characters, Che Diaz is not returning, and neither is Naya Wallace returning. So yeah, that was episode 1. Let's talk about it.
Boring. Imagine waiting. How long did we wait for this?
Like a year and a half
It's
or
so
something, maybe 2
stupid.
years.
It was boring. I
It's
forgot mostly everything except for the car scene.
you talking about the season, like the episode 1?
Yeah, I forgot the whole entire episode except for
Yeah, I
how
actually had to watch
stupid.
the episode like 3 times in order to even like get something out of it, like to get fun, like find moments that I liked, or find, you know, something that I could relate to. And I just like keep thinking, like, who are they making the show for?
I know.
it's like they're really, again, we've talked about this, you and I, many times, that they're really just, counting on the super fans, the people who are really invested in these characters over a 20, like 2 decades, are gonna keep returning because we want to relate. We want to go back to that time where we did like it, or we want to see those characters that we did like but no longer can
Yeah.
relate to.
Yeah, that's what they're cashing in on, is people like us willing to continue watching it even though they give us nothing. Like, what was that? What was the whole thing with Charlotte and the dog? And it ended up not even being her dog. Like, I guess it's still a comedy at some times, some moments, so they have these comedic moments, but it's like
I think
Charlotte
the problem,
missed her daughter's thing for the dog, remember?
I mean, her daughter does make that comment as well, that the dog is more important, or more of the favorite child
Yeah.
than they both are, which is kind of sad. But at the same time, I mean, that's
A
real.
joke.
Sometimes, I mean, of course, I'm sure she's been to a million, rehearsals or things
Yeah.
by then. So it's not fair to put it on Charlotte, but just the story, like, I mean, are we watching?
Yeah,
What
what
are
was
we watching?
that?
Are we watching like a family show?
Yeah, like,
Like,
am I watching a family sitcom? No.
yes. Like, when did the show become about parents and and like, I don't even know what, like, it's, I don't know what the identity of the show is so unclear. And I get it, yes, maybe they're trying to show us that these women, like going back to Sex and the City,
They've
they were
changed.
single, and they're evolving, and they're becoming these mothers and blah blah blah. But
Yeah, and is it
did we
about
really?
forgetting who you are when you become a mom? You know what I mean? Like, because we saw some of that with Charlotte last season, where she was like, I'm going back to work, da 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 da, da. And then, but
I
Charlotte
mean,
becoming less so involved with her kid's
I,
life, it seems.
I get it. I mean, I guess, like, I mean, what else were they gonna do? Were they? I mean, I wish, honestly, I personally wish they had made it crazier, in the sense, like, they all did mostly they all got divorced because the chances of divorce are high. And they were all single again, or again, Carrie
Charlotte's
partners
already
back,
been divorced.
Charlotte, something bolder. Like, it's so boring. I don't want to watch a show about moms. I'm sorry. I do love that show. There
Mm-hmm.
is a show called Moms,
Yeah.
and I absolutely love that show.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's, you could have done it, but these characters, we love them for their living outside of society norms, and
Yeah.
these women are living in I would even say, like, look at Carrie's storyline. She's 56 years old, and she is, she's literally living a world where she's her password to her alarm system is Carrie and Aiden.
Oh, I know.
What are you, a 15-year-old
Girl,
girl?
I know.
Like, at 56, you let a man tell you that he couldn't be in a relationship with you for 5 years?
Yeah, you're not young enough to be waiting for 5 years for somebody. And
And, like,
what is the deal with that child? He's like 14, sleeping in his dad's bed. Like, that doesn't
well,
happen. Maybe if he was
I
like
mean, I think they
10.
want it. I think they just don't want to go there yet. Maybe they will go there in the future, where this kid definitely has some kind of either disability, either either physical disability or a mental disability,
I guess.
whichever they're going to go to. Because, yeah, like, he was weird in last season, where he was like, why didn't you call me when Aiden gets off the flight and
Yeah.
goes back to Carrie's apartment? Like, why didn't you, like, I'm sorry, my child should not be my parents. Like, no way, first of all, that's not. But again, when did we sign up for a show about parenting?
Yeah.
This is not that show.
I
Like,
don't care about
sure,
Aiden's kids.
I don't care about Karen,
We
Aiden's
haven't
kids.
even met them.
I don't even care. I don't even care about Rose and Lily. Like, I didn't sign up to
For
watch a
kids in the
show.
city.
And yeah, I didn't want to watch their kids have a life. I don't care about their kids.
Yeah.
It was never about their kids.
Yeah.
It never was. I don't want to see Lily's crush and Lily having sex. I don't care about Lily.
I'll watch, if I
Lily,
want to see teenagers having sex, I'll watch fucking
another show.
Euphoria, which I don't watch. I couldn't get into it. It's like, not for me, you know?
I mean, exactly. Like, there are shows for that, but this is not what this show should be about.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they cut out a lot of good parts. Like, when are they on vacation and stuff? Like, why did we miss the whole Hampton with Seema, or they were in Greece? Sorry,
yeah.
Seema and Carrie. It's like, why did we not get to see any of that? Like, that would have been fun. Like, they're single, like, you know?
I mean, and just everything. And like, I think I was mentioning to you, like, I feel like what's happened in this series, and I think this article that I recently read, they were interviewing Cynthia Nixon.
Yeah.
For Miranda, and she brings up the point that she was the one who told the writers, hey, what if we made Miranda a lesbian?
Because the
What if
actress
we
is
give
a lesbian.
So, exactly. It's like, so I think what has happened in making these series, the last couple seasons, is they've let the actors dictate the writing.
They're producers now.
They've been all producers for a long time. They were producers in the Sex and the City, but maybe at that time, maybe they didn't have as much pull as they do now, 20 years later, because maybe Sex and the City became more of a phenomenon or more available for people to watch after the movies as well, right? So I think what has happened now is that these actors have a lot of say, and actors, I'm sorry, they're not writers.
Right.
Actors are not writers. They come with their own agenda. They come with their own, I haven't played this, so I want to do this. But that's not what the script demands.
Right.
And we are in the film industry, and we know what it entails, everything that goes into writing, directing, acting, and how all of these people work together or work against each other. And I think this is what has happened, that like Cynthia Nixon said, oh, I wanted her to become a lesbian. And bro, that's your personal life story.
Yeah, and that
is not
your whole character.
It didn't make sense with the
betrays
character.
The past.
You can have a strong, like, I want, because I feel like they live in this bubble. They probably were like, oh, she's a strong woman, must be a lesbian.
Yeah,
because strong women cannot be straight.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy, is that in the 90s, they were more self-aware and more pushing the boundaries of what women can be, because they did just that in that episode with Miranda, when she kisses the girl, because the guy is at her law firm. They see exactly that. They see a strong, independent woman, and they're like, oh, she must be a lesbian. And they already talked about that. So it's like, you guys, prove that a straight woman could be strong and successful. Why are you negating that? You know, when you could have maybe made Miranda's son gay or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could have did something with that. Like, it didn't
I
have to
don't care
be
about
Miranda
Miranda's
where you
son
betray her
either.
whole story. You know?
I wish honestly they had started, or the series was completely wiped out in the sense it's like alternative reality where
Right.
these women didn't get married. There was no big. There was no it was these four new girls in their or 50s and 60s, ladies living their life in the big
Yeah.
city, maybe starting over and meeting each other for the anything else, because that would have stayed more true to the essence of the series, these characters in the series, than
Right.
what they're doing right now. And it's so slow paced too. It's so
Oh, I
boring.
know. It was so boring. And then just
It's so
also
slow
real
paced.
quick, like about Steve and Miranda and stuff. What I know this is season 1, but it's just in my mind. When they weren't having sex and like Steve was portrayed so old, and then when he had his shirt off, he had like abs and a six pack, and he looked fine. Like he looked good. And then it was like, why are they not having sex when Miranda? Okay, so what? Like, Steve, you're not like finger banging her? Like, what are you not doing? I don't understand. Like,
I
it
know.
just didn't make any sense that they weren't
I mean,
actively
but I mean, that was all crazy. That's what I'm saying. That was all crazy
that
because
beautiful home.
apparently
Like,
they
it
hadn't
just
had
didn't make
sex
sense.
in years. Apparently they hadn't had sex in years. Like, how's that even
Stupid.
possible? Like, these women were like very sexually
Yeah. And
active,
Steve
and
isn't gross. He's attractive for an older man.
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, the series is losing. Like, I don't recognize these characters as at all. Like, Carrie with this whole long distance thing
Oh, it's so
is
stupid.
it's so crazy. Like, how can you allow this to happen? You're literally hanging on for a man at 56 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and then
She's living in
what did
Fantasyland.
you learn? What did you learn, Carrie? What did you learn? She's learned nothing.
It's so dumb, dude. She has this big, gorgeous house that she thought Aiden and his sons were gonna come. It's like, I am so mad because it's like, when does a child get to dictate where you live or like where you spend the summers or like who you date? When does that happen? Unless the person is like evil, it's like, or is hurting your child. Like, why would you dictate like your life around your child unless they do have a special need or something? You know, I can see that being the case, but they don't talk about that. They haven't said that. So it's like, you know, like,
I mean,
he's 14 years
it's.
old.
I mean, I mean, definitely my kids. I mean, I get it. Maybe Aiden, as a dad, feels guilty, but then
Of
again,
course,
like
but come on.
it's okay. Like, whatever is happening in Aiden's life, that's his choice. But Carrie, what are you doing? Like, so you let a man tell you that he wasn't gonna be with you for 5 years, and
Hmm.
not only that, there was supposed to be no communication between you two, but when he needs you, he can call you and you pick up right away, and he's
Yes,
like, "Oh baby, I'm
the
so horny for you."
hypocrisy.
Oh, like what? I wouldn't even let a man do that now at only like at 38 years old, 37
Yeah.
years old. And you were telling me at 56 I would let this happen, and Carrie's character, who should have known better by this, doesn't? She's letting a man tell her, "Hey, not only can I not be with you for 5 years, but
Hmm.
I'm also not going to call you.
Yeah,
But
that makes
when
no sense.
I'm horny, I will call you." But when she's horny and she calls him, he's like, I'm in the bed with my son."
Yeah. It's insane,
Bro,
right?
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what bathrooms are for. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. I thought
Like,
that was
it's
crazy that
insane.
they don't even write letters to each other. They don't even call each other. Like, I would laugh in this guy's face. I don't care if I'm 100 years old. I don't care. I'm not this desperate ever for love. Like, she's living in a
Yeah.
fantasy land if she thinks that this is gonna work out. It's crazy.
I mean, Carrie always had made the worst choices possible, but I wish,
For the
like, in
plot.
this series, like, yeah, like, for the plot, she's always made the worst choices.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think in this, like, in this series, because everyone is just so boring,
Yeah.
I thought they should give her a better storyline, or even bolder storyline, where she goes, nah, bruh, my husband just died. I ain't letting another man
Affect
tell
me.
me, yeah, affect me and tell me to wait for him. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go F around
Yeah, we could
and enjoy
die.
my 50s.
Yeah.
Like, she has money for
Yeah.
the first time, probably the most money she's ever had. She has fame,
Mm-hmm.
and she's single. I would be so unattached. It would be insane. Like like Seema and I would be like growing around the
The
planet,
world. Yeah.
just like men hopping
Yeah.
and enjoying our lives to the max.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they threw everyone's characters out the window, and it's like, yeah, why would Carrie do any of this?
And also, like,
She's acting like a child.
Lisa Todd Wexley, Todd Wexley. Oh, I'm so tired of saying her three names.
Yeah.
LTW, whatever. I'm sorry. Like, I like them, but they're so boring. Also,
Yeah, it's all rich people problems.
like, yeah, like, oh, they're so insanely rich. Which, I mean, they were always in Sex in the City as well, but like,
Yeah, but
now
still.
it's like they're insanely rich and boring. You know, like.
At least sometimes somebody had trouble, like, paying their rent or with work or, like, finding a job, something, like a little struggle.
I mean, I guess they're saying that like in 50s you're gonna be well off and you're not gonna have any of these problems.
I mean, I
But
hope not.
it's not even that. It's like it's so boring. Like, what are they gonna do? And like, I saw the highlights of what's coming up in this series.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, it's even more boring. I mean, the only thing that happens to LTW in this entire series is another black, handsome, hot man is gonna enter, and she's gonna be seduced, but obviously not cheat, because she's the first black character that has like really stuck on this show, main character. So they're not going to want to portray her in a bad, because all of the storylines are being dictated by culture wars, or
Yes.
like by
Too
these
inclusive.
by these actors who just want to be woke, or like stay on the right side of things and
Yeah.
not hurt anybody's feelings, or say or do anything that might get backlash. I mean, are they not hearing, any of us, that how bad this show is?
I know.
I mean, it's really disappointing. And the fact, another, I don't know if you had the chance to see this, but there was an interview with uh, Charlotte York. I always forget her real name. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I love the actress too.
But I'm blanking on her name completely. Anyways, her character and Miranda's character in real life, they had Cynthia Nixon. They gave an interview, and I think the interviewer was asking them about Samantha,
Oh.
and like something along the line of, do you think Samantha, um, you guys would have texted Samantha about sex or the things that are happening in your
Yeah,
life?
that's what's weird too.
whatever, which is,
Or be on the
I don't,
phone.
but like, would they have done that? Like, would they be hypothetically, because Samantha's obviously not on the show,
Yeah.
would they hypothetically be texting Samantha about what's going on in their life and their sex lives or something like that?
Yeah.
And I sort of, so Charlotte, the actor that plays Charlotte, again, still can't remember her name right now.
I know.
She's like genuinely trying to answer and really put herself. But you should see Cynthia Nixon's face when he's like asking her this question,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like this
Why?
because she's so perplexed that she was, and she just says like no.
What?
I think these women are so upset that we keep bringing up Samantha.
Samantha.
We keep bringing up Samantha, and they think deep down that Samantha was not the show.
Dude, she was
But
like
they are
literally the heart and soul of Sex and City.
literally, and I think they get really annoyed when people bring up Samantha because
Mm-hmm.
she has made it, the actress that plays Samantha has made it very clear she's not going to come back. They gave her like $1 bajillion
I
for that
know.
one scene last season, which was terrible.
You're
Which was
breaking
a
my
terrible scene.
heart.
Oh my god.
What was
And
it,
like,
Ava
I,
Bronstein or something?
they literally, again, honestly, I was thinking about that scene later, and I was thinking maybe in
Something
her
wrong.
contract she put that I will only do certain number of lines,
Yeah.
and they were like, okay, what if we made you say the same lines that you have said before in Sex in the City, and then you can, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's a loophole. The only reason I mention these things, we are in the film industry and we know how the film industry works and how these contracts work, and people get paid per line. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
yeah,
only
that's true. Or
want to
just
say
a
two
day
words
rate.
and they're not going to say anything more than that. So anyways, I digress. That was a whole different tangent. So
Mm-hmm.
going back to the interview, like Miranda is like Cynthia Nixon is like so outraged by this guy asking this. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think they would text Samantha. Really, bro? Like, you got, like, Samantha is, if you guys made a show, if they made a show today with just Samantha and nobody else, I'm telling you, people would watch that show
Mm-hmm.
more than they would watch this show. Like, this is the truth. I mean, I'm sorry, it's undeniable. The characters are not good. The
No.
writing is really bad. It's so slow. It's
It's
so boring.
forgettable.
It's a family drama.
Yes,
And now they're
sprinkled
trying to
with
make
some comedy.
Anthony, and they're trying to make Anthony a thing as
I
well.
like
Just,
Anthony,
I just don't
honestly.
want. I do like Anthony. I don't.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
yes,
Not Anthony. I'm not mad about like Anthony being in the
yeah.
show. It's the storyline that they're giving him now.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's with that younger guy, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But now they're gonna bring Patty LuPone as his Italian mother-in-law,
Oh.
and of course it's a stereotypical Italian mother-in-law who is mean and sharp. And have you seen
No.
oh my god, it's Patty LuPone, and she is like, so, the typical what people expect Italian women to be.
Yeah.
And somebody who is engaged to an Italian man from Italy and has an Italian mother-in-law. Oh my god, this offends me to no end because it's like, what, like, no, that is not, again, they're put this entire show from season 1 to season 3 is nothing but tropes.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. There's nothing new added. It's all the same stereotypes of every character, every new thing. It's beyond boring.
I know, girl. I know. I
I just
can't.
said.
It sounds like the previews were more interesting and exciting than the first episode. Like, that's crazy.
Well, I mean,
Like, literally
they might
nothing
have put
happened.
like I think in the first, in the preview they might have put everything fun that might be happening, and this is they're gonna do 10 episodes. That's what 2 months, 3 months of our lives. You know,
Yeah.
so it might be. So I don't know. I don't know where the next few episodes and the series is going to land up, but I don't
Wait,
have
I
my
do have a
hopes.
positive. I liked the ending of the episode when Carrie opens up her laptop and starts writing, and it seems like she's starting a new book.
So
Remember?
you like writing a book? Yeah, I mean I do
Yeah.
remember that, but you
Yeah. It's kind of going back to like
do
the
book
roots.
writers have to keep writing books every day?
But
Like,
I
is
have a
that a
theory.
thing?
I mean, maybe
Huh?
by the end of the season we'll see the end of the book or whatever, but I have a
I mean, what
theory.
is the book gonna be? What is the book gonna be about? I'm 56
Her and
and still
Aiden
hanging on for a man.
waiting on a man. That should be the name of the book.
Oh my god, waiting on a man. That always, and just like that, always waiting on a man.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
oh my god, come
But I
on,
have a
Karen.
theory. Okay, because remember in the first season when Aiden's ex-wife came and said, "Oh, I know you're a writer. Don't write about my kids." And then Carrie was like, "Of course not." Da-da-da-da-da. But you know Carrie. I think that bitch is gonna write about those kids. I think she is. In some way. The lady even said, even
Honestly,
if you don't
that
use
would
their
be the
names.
most. Honestly, that would be the most interesting thing she
Because
does.
why would they have that lady and Carrie meet and have that conversation? Like, it's so not relevant. It's so, like,
But wasn't that? But that wasn't this season. That was last season. I
yeah,
mean, I get it. I get what you're talking about
yeah,
in
it's like
terms of
foreshadowing.
writing, yeah, foreshadowing and all that. I get what I understand what you're saying, and that could be.
Yeah,
But honestly, that would be the most interesting thing.
yeah.
Something a little bit selfish, something a little
Hmm.
bit more human and realistic.
Real from her,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah, because famous people do that. They
yeah.
do use like, and writers especially, they use
Just from their life.
things from their life. Like that would be the most real thing this character does
Yeah,
since the beginning of series season 1.
yeah. And it will maybe end her and Aiden's relationship.
No, I mean, I know you haven't seen the preview,
Oh,
but I don't know how it lands or where it lands in the
right,
episodes that
right.
are going to come out. But I do think that she and Aiden are still together or working it out.
They meet
And
up.
they're also going to introduce another man who she gets enticed by, or
Ooh,
something
thank
like that.
God.
Again, I hope she goes through with it because that would be more exciting than her being
And
loyal
then
and,
just Aiden
you
getting
know,
cheated on again.
like, I mean, honestly, that would be
It
that would be
will
so
be
much better than,
interesting.
exactly, it would be interesting. And I hope she's not like, like, you know what I mean? Do something. I feel like Carrie's
How can you
character has
expect her
just
to wait?
come. I'm sorry, what?
How can he expect her to wait? Like, that's so unrealistic and dumb. I would even think, of course they're gonna cheat on me. I'm like expecting them to wait 5 years.
I wouldn't even tell anybody to wait on me for 5 years.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
either.
like, bro, like, let's be friends for 5 years and like maybe friends with benefits
Right.
sometimes.
Because
But like,
obviously, yeah,
yeah, because obviously we're gonna see each other. You're my friend. We're gonna hang
yeah.
out.
I
We
obviously
might hook
care
up a
about
couple times.
you.
Yeah, you do you, me, I do you. Like I do me, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Carrie has the worst luck with apartments as well.
I know. It's so
Like,
annoying, the door.
what is? I mean, my prediction is that she is going to move to another apartment in the next couple episodes. She's gonna move again because this woman cannot find a place to live. First of all, I don't know why she has to move out. Why couldn't she just live in her old apartment? What was wrong with that apartment?
Oh,
Oh,
because
yeah,
remember,
because
she thought Aiden and the
Yeah,
kids were gonna
exactly.
come up for the summer.
Exactly. I'm
I know, she
sorry.
moved her life for a man.
She has not learned a thing.
No.
She literally sold her house for a man who took one phone call from his panicked child. 14-year-old kids get into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they should be, but they get into trouble and they
Yeah.
do stupid things. But he literally, at the drop of a hat, a drop of the first problem, he left your ass. Oh, I
Not a
can't. I
good
can't.
sign.
It's not. I mean, I hope. I don't know. They need better writers. They
Yeah.
need to stop listening to the actors. And I know Cynthia Nixon directs a lot of these episodes
That's
as well.
crazy.
Like, they need to stop listening to the actors. The actors do not dictate the script. Whenever that happens, it's always a shitty, shitty product.
Yes.
Always.
The only time an actor should, like, okay, everyone should be, like, heard and stuff, but, like, unless the actor is like, no, this is my character and I don't want to betray their past. I know the people are going to be mad about this. Like you're some kind of Meryl Streep, you know what I mean? Who you studied your character, you created your character, you made it your own thing, and you know that they would not act this way. That's when you step in as an actor. But
Oh,
but
yeah,
this is
definitely.
the opposite of that. You're betraying your craft as an actor by doing the things that you are doing on this show. It bothers me to my core as a writer. Like it makes no sense, you know, when you're doing like a linear show
Yeah.
and things happen in the
Yeah.
past, you have to stick with the past. It's canon. You cannot change it, you know? It's or without
Especially
giving
in
a
TV
reason.
writing. Especially in TV writing, that's how it
Yes.
goes. Like, the character, yes, it's like the reason why people fall in love with that character, and that's why in TV writing, usually you'll see the character
Arc
primarily
develop.
stays the same. There's a little bit of changes, but primarily they stay the same because that's what audiences have fallen in love with. In movie, you can really do an extreme arc and character change. In movies, you have that luxury. In TV, you do not have that luxury. Like, I mean, if you look at Carrie's character, she's so conservative now. I get, like, not only in her clothing, I'm not even talking about her clothing being conservative, but just who she is as a person, the way I feel like I can't distinguish between Sarah Jessica Parker and Carrie anymore.
100%, I agree.
Honestly, they might as well be the same people. And same with all the rest of the girls. Maybe Seema Chaudhary. Seema Chaudhary, for the first time, is playing. Is it Seema Chaudhary? I think Sarita Chaudhary. Sorry, Seema Patel
her
is
name.
her character. Chaudhary, and she is playing something unique. Usually, she gets really serious roles, and this is very unique for her. And I think she could do a really good job, but then like they're not giving her anything to work with.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is her entire personality about smoking cigarettes? Like, her entire personality is smoking cigarettes. And I smoke cigarettes sometimes. You smoke cigarettes sometimes. We all smoke cigarettes sometimes. But that's not our entire
We don't talk about it.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sleeping in bed with my cigarettes.
No, that's so dangerous.
Like that is not happening. I mean,
I know.
We don't know anything about this woman other than she sells house and she smokes cigarettes. And she's 50 years old because
she's never been married.
And never been married. And somehow has never become boss bitch. Like,
yeah, she still works for somebody.
No. It's not even that she works. I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about boss bitch in her love life.
Sorry.
She constantly dates these unavailable men who she's like in love with, or all of a sudden like
I
this
know,
guy
she
Ruffy.
falls in love so fast for someone who says that she doesn't fall in love. And it's like, you did with the other guy, you did with this guy. Like, both guys, the only two guys we've seen you with, you fell in love with both of them. Where are all these men that you catch and release, like Samantha Jones?
I mean, but that's the thing. I guess they didn't want her to be like Samantha Jones. But
Then
it's like,
stop
come
making
on.
her be
At the
like
same
Samantha
time,
Jones.
you wrote that character to replace
Mm-hmm.
Samantha Jones. Do not bullshit us. We are
Right.
not stupid. We
Don't
are
give us,
we are your audience.
yeah, don't give us watered down milk, some half and half shit. If you're gonna do it, right? Like, we're not dumb. Like, if you're gonna replace Samantha, because that's what we want, right? It's Samantha, then give us someone who is like her, not a little like her,
Or if crazier.
Yeah,
Give
or
us
crazy.
crazier.
Yeah,
I want crazier. I want
yeah,
somebody more, somebody we haven't seen on television before. A
yeah,
woman that deals with life and love and everything like we've never seen before. Give us that. But
yeah.
this is nothing. This woman is somehow like brilliant, but so desperate for anyone to fall in love with
I
her that
know,
she
it's not
keeps meeting these
fun.
unavailable men and constantly falling in love, but dumping them like as well, like at the like at the saying that she's strong and she dumps them. No, strong is not choosing them in the first place. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
or just saying this is just sex from the jump.
Yeah, like from exactly like you dumping Ravi after he drags you for a location scout and you
Yeah,
spent the entire day with him doing that, and you dump him later because you're like, "Ugh, this is not my cup of tea." You saying those lines doesn't make you strong because you did nothing in your behavior to show us you are strong.
yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
I guess the point was like that she did try, like, right? Like, she got in that van. She drove around to multiple sites. She waited, she ate like a sandwich or something, right? Like, she tried to do that for him. And then that's the point. And then she realized, like, I can't believe I even tried to do this for a man. Like, right? Like, that's what I
I
got.
mean, I guess if you look, I mean, if you, yeah, I hope it comes, but she always does. That's the thing. Like, she always says, "I see all these red flags," but then she doesn't. She
I
like
know.
outstays the red flags and then goes, "Ugh, I tried.
Yeah.
I really tried." But why are you trying in the first
Yeah,
place
when you
if you're
know
a
he's not
loser?
really available. Like, he's a
Like,
director. He's not
like
even
you're trying
here.
with exactly, you're trying with people that you already know are red flags. That doesn't make you strong. That just makes you stupid and you're wasting your time and energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
So
agree.
I don't have high hopes for season 3 as well. But hey, maybe they can surprise me.
Yeah, I'm always up for a good surprise. Yeah, I feel the same way.
I mean, we're gonna keep watching because sadly
Because we're masochists.
we are, and also, I mean, whenever I watch it, I just think about the potential
Mm-hmm.
of what it could have been, especially as filmmakers. I watch it because I see potential when I know there is none, technically, but I see it. I see there could have been potential,
Oh,
and if
there's
I
so
had the
much
money,
potential.
yeah, and if I had the money and resources that these people did, I don't know what I would have created, but it wouldn't have been this, for
Yeah,
sure.
and bring back the old school, like, monologue or narrating, or when they would jump to like a person being interviewed and being like, yeah, like, even if they weren't a
You like
character,
the
remember?
yeah, because
They used to
but
do
it's because
that.
the show is so slow. The pace of the show is slow, and I
Yeah, it
think
used to make
I
you
don't
feel
know
like you
why
were
they
in
did
the city, like, like,
exactly.
we're going here, we're going there, like, it felt like that
I
had a rhythm.
I think they didn't want to give us that because they want to show us that
Right,
when
because
you're
and just like
55 years old, life ends and everything slows down. So does the pace of your life. I
yeah,
think that's what they're doing, which is ridiculous because as I'm getting older, time is going by faster and faster
yeah,
and faster because of what, however we're used to time or whatever. That's a separate
no, for
separate
real.
conversation. But time is going faster.
But they're not acting
It's
like
not
it.
slowing down. My life is not slowing down. It's like picking up more shit, more shit, more shit, more
Yeah,
shit, more
it's
shit.
going, it's getting faster. That's like the momentum is building up.
Yeah, so I don't know why they made this decision to slow down the series, slow down the
hmm
pace of acting, writing. It just doesn't
Yeah,
serve.
drag.
Yeah, it's like watching a lifetime movie. Honestly,
Yes, bro.
like this
Flash
is
with a family sitcom from the 90s.
like I don't care about your children. I
I
don't
know.
like this. Like just like I don't know why did they not do any market research or like talk to any fans? Like we as Sex and the City fans, we were able to accept the original characters and series and didn't know anything about their lives.
Yeah,
Did they not really think about why that is? Because we don't care about
yeah,
their parents. We didn't care about their drama with their mom and their sisters and their uncles and their aunts and blah because we wanted to watch just girls be girls.
yeah, they're
Women
socialized.
be women. Like, I don't care about Lily. I don't care about Brady. I don't care about their sex life. I don't want to know that they
Yeah,
exist.
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
feel you. Because the movies
These
didn't
people
do that. They had the kids in the movies, and it was like, okay, they're there, bye. And then it was like, we're doing our own
don't
thing.
even get me started. The movies are the reason
This
that
exists.
Sex in the City became what it is. The movies ruined everything because they wanted to. No, it's true. They
I know, it's
wanted to
funny.
appeal to a mass audience, and they downgraded the characters. They downgraded the story. They watered down everything,
Yeah,
and the movies is where the show and these characters went to die. And ever since then, because they're like, hey, we'll still make money if we water them down because now we have more people watching it instead of bunch of small niche group of women who are diehard. We don't have to really cater to them.
right. It
Let's
was
cater to
like,
the masses and water it down because the masses are so hungry for a woman's perspective that they'll watch it.
yeah,
And that,
this feels like my grandma could watch this, whereas like my grandma wouldn't have been able to watch Sex and the City. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to me, but yeah, maybe we're not the ones
yeah.
that it's being
I
marketed
mean,
to.
I don't know. Then that's what I'm asking. Like, who did they make the show
I
for? Did
know.
they make the show for
Is it
the
for
fans? Did they make it
younger
for people in
people?
their 30s? Did they make it for people in their 50s? Who or people who are in their 80s? Who is the show for?
Yeah.
Please let me know in the comments because I am lost.
Me too.
All right. Well, new episode is going to be coming on Thursday, every Thursday, I believe 6 p.m. Eastern. No,
HBO Max.
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So please keep watching and tuning into our podcast as we discuss the crapshoot that this series. All right, bye.
Bye.